Happy Women's Day to all the women around the world, and welcome to this very special edition of the Digest Women's Edition. My name is Francesca. Can you imagine a gender equal world? A world free of bias and stereotypes and discrimination? A world that is diverse, equitable, and inclusive. A world where difference is valued and celebrated. That imagination is why every year women around the world celebrate International Women's Day. And this year, women came together with a voice to forge women's equality. And Zambian Breweries is one such company that at all levels breaks the bias of gender equality, encouraging gender equality. We, as the Digest, decided to profile some women within the communities who are doing remarkable things while also helping the earth. Now, isn't that a virtuous woman?
Zambia joins the international community in commemorating the International Women's Day on the 8th of March 2022. This year's commemoration is held under the theme, Break the Bias, Gender Equality Today for a Sustainable Tomorrow. Bias, whether deliberate or unconscious, makes it difficult for women to move ahead. There is need to devise policies to end the bias so that women can prosper in different walks of life, and a leading example is Zambian Breweries as a company with its empowerment initiative called Manja Pamodzi.
So at AB InBev and Zambian Breweries, we are very much committed to promoting diversity and inclusion. So to celebrate International Women's Day, there's a number of things that we'll be doing. Firstly, we'll be hosting a number of virtual events, which really are going to be showcasing and bringing to the fore conversations about women in the workplace, things like allyship at work, breaking gender biases, parenting at work, or at AB InBev, empowering female entrepreneurs, and things like that to open the conversation. We also have a number of initiatives that will be showcasing the role of women within the company as well as within our value chain, focusing on female small-scale farmers, women entrepreneurs that are running bars and restaurants, as well as some of our very own employees in the business that are female. At Zambian Breweries, we have a culture of meritocracy, which means that we will promote somebody or appoint somebody in a role regardless of their race, gender, or sexual orientation. We will make sure that whoever is the best person for the job gets the job. We have got a number of policies in place as well in terms of protecting women in the workspace, things like anti-harassment or sexual harassment policies. We've got a really amazing parental leave policy for women that have had a baby, and that also extends to men as well, by the way. So we have a number of things that we do to ensure that women are looked after, but also that those who deserve the roles get them regardless of their gender.
It's not just about, the 8th of March, which is International Women's Day, but it's really celebrating our female leaders, our colleagues, our peers within the business. The fact that Women's Day happens every single year provides us this opportunity to really fly the flag and show the world this is what we do as a business, as Zambian Breweries, as AB InBev. It's to highlight the achievements of women. It's also to show, where we were and where we are right now and where we're going to. So it's all about diversity and inclusion. And as a business, it's important to us, Women's Day, because of the fact that we are very much deliberate in our diversity and inclusion policies and procedures. We believe in meritocracy 100% as a company, but equally, like I say, we are also deliberate to ensure that we build women up, we build our future female leaders. So it really resonates and it's close to our hearts. So every single year we always want to say thank you to the women within our business, because actually they make it a success.
So within our value chain, we have a number of women supporting the business, from small-scale cassava growers to aggregators and collectors in our recycling campaign, which is called Manja Pamodzi, which is actually made up of 70% women out there. So really great initiatives that we will be focusing on for Women's Day, where we have women contributing throughout our value chain significantly.
The digest followed 2 women working with Zambian Breweries on the Manja Pamodzi project. Memory Mwanza operates in Garden Compound, Lusaka, while Floria Masiwa works in Lusaka's Kalingalinga area. Both of these women are direct beneficiaries of Manja Pamodzi project, an initiative of Zambian Breweries.
Okay, mazina yanga ndine Memory Mwanza, ninkala wemuno mgarden. Nabwera pomwenze 2019 ndiye pane na tinabwera pano, but before tikabobwa pano tenzochita collect ma materials tenche ba collector, so tinabwera pano tinapanga site nankala as aggregator. Program ya Manja Pamodzi inatukira ku Zambian Breweries, so vanabo vanishita introduce in the office ya WDC ya office ya council. Vanabo vanfusa ungakwanisa ushita collect ma bottles, then I was like tingakwanisa ushita collect, so tenzo ushita compete tenze na ma groups ya 10. So there's ma groups ya 10, there's vantu vari 100, chila group is ongana vantu 10, so tenzo ushita compete. Then up to there ya launch tabota peska tachukava number 7. Tachukava number 7. Ye mwanenzi nabwo yangadenze kuti vambirota material first ndiye vawina, so ezokonga kuti muntu ana material ingati, ana ma kgs yangati, ana matanzi yangati, so enzo nabwo vambira kuleta ndiye vanachuka number 1, then tabota tachuka number 7.
Inam ishinariandi ni Neo Floria Masiwa. Nivombera Kalingalinga wa di seti 1 wa. Inchi totwambire mu 2002. Niseo tinayamba na Ian wakudanida. Inchi turabomba busaga sana. Murandu wakuti filafine fo twasambirire. West efo tulebomba na manje. Inchi tulebomba kukulinganya mwametu nasambirira. Turajita separate West na vikopo na mansaka na mabotoro ya manshi ababene bamanja pamozi tisebenzera nao pamozi tasebenzera long time na bebe.
Ma materials yantenzo shita correct, penze clear PET, penze PP, penze HDPE, then LD clear na LD mixed. So ndiye ma materials yantezo shita collect. Then importance ya material ili ipanga mofuti vintu again, like PET mchoka ma blankets, mchoka ma carpets, mchoka ma caps, mchoka mambale. Same na PP wapanga again ma mipando, ma buckets na eve ibwele futi nankani. Same na LD na eve chila material ina importance muri chinchane pangwa.
I think it's amazing, you know, the fact that Manja Pamodzi and how it's grown, and the fact that, you know, it's community-based and it's about reaching out and empowering women. And I believe that Manja Pamodzi has done that. It has empowered so many women within our communities, our neighbours. So, you know, it will go from strength to strength, and I think it's important, you know, that people are aware of what Manja Pamodzi is and the whole program, the project, and what it does.
A program inanishita empower yenzo ija kutumebusa kila capital kuti ungale empower da kuti maybe loko yambe business issue ya nelipo nenda che waindo shita collect for free then wenda mkugulisa, so inanishita empower ndama zane mapeza pana zantandiza mjira ya mbili. Kwanza kusunga familia yanga ni manga rumanga panenili manje.
Manja Pamodzi bananichita ipawa banaona mwamene nali kusebenzera nali nyunjika pamodzi mabotolo banabwera long time kusebenza nawo but tisebenza nawo bwino West kulinganya mwamene tinaphunzira kuli bevo posa West vili vonse vili na nchito era West kulinganya mwamene tinaphunzirira West 2002 West ili na ndalama kulinganya mwamene tichita selective vonse vili na ndalama kuli bevo posa yayi.
Yes, we have got a number of amazing women in the company that are doing jobs that were historically done exclusively by men. And I can give you a few examples of these. So I'm very proud to say we have our first female truck driver driving a truck in Ndola. We've got female forklift drivers. We have got a female plant manager looking after our Ndola plant. Our head of logistics is a woman, our head of people, our head of legal. And we've got a female mechanic as well. So we've got a number of females in the business that are doing roles historically done by men, and they're doing an amazing job at them as well. I'm very proud of this.
So I think in terms of our company, let me say this, is that Zambian Breweries, as you know, brews beer. We make beer, and it's part of the fast-moving consumer goods. And traditionally, this type of company was very male-dominated. Reason being, I can give one reason definitely, is just around that, some of the work that is required, or the tasks that one would do, was ordinarily always associated with men, because it could be labor intensive. But over the years, definitely we have evolved. I can definitely say to you proudly that, for example, we have female forklift drivers. We have a distribution driver in Ndola. We've got lots of females who are coming from a technical background that work within the supply leg of the business. So all those women that are part and parcel of working in specific areas or departments which were traditionally male-dominated.
Individually, we're all responsible for our own thoughts and actions, so we can break the bias in our communities, our workplaces, in our schools, colleges, and universities. Zambian Breweries realizes that it starts with an individual breaking their personal bias and making it easy for the employee workable policy frameworks based on the interpretation of the theme.
I think again it goes back to what I said, the fact that we have a very robust policy around diversity and inclusion and gender equality, and even our recruitment process. We also acknowledge the fact that the government in 2019 amended the Employment Act, and in the Employment Act it was talking about things like maternity leave and compassionate leave and all of these other things. So I think as a business, we embrace that, because we are definitely 100% aligned, committed, and abide to our labour laws in Zambia.
So I think the theme of breaking biases is a really wonderful theme, and it's something that we've been doing in the business for a while. So we send all of our managers annually on bias breaker training, because the first step is to become aware of your biases that you've got. Everybody's got biases, no matter who you are, it's reality. But becoming aware of those biases is the first step in terms of understanding the impact that they may have on your actions or your perceptions. So breaking biases is really, really important. And here at Zambian Breweries, we really believe in equal partnership. Everybody who's here has a role to play in the growth and development of the business, regardless of the gender that you are. And like I said before, meritocracy is tops, and we reward good performance in the business with career growth and other opportunities.
As the country joins the rest of the world in commemorating International Women's Day by breaking the bias and promoting gender equality for a sustainable tomorrow, Memory and Floria celebrate with thanks to Zambian Breweries for the Manja Pamodzi Initiative.
Nonga zikomo kuva Zambian Breweries onishita empower pali program ya Manja Pamodzi. so nolungama ningizikoma palecho
chamene ningakambe kuli bazimayi bali nkhale chabe bamene sibaziba chilichonse kumabotolo yamene tiselinga kuliba Manja Pamodzi kuliba Zambia Breweries niwo ngazikomo mulandu wakuti tigwirizana nabo vonse bamene tisebenzera pamodzi na Manja Pamodzi na Breweries.
Chane ningashitenkaledi muli something muli because asembe venze vintu vili useless asembe sinili panenelili asembe sima kwanisa kutaniza community yanga even okutaniza family yanga because muntu angakone fulu udoba cheni mabini fulu like suli normal but lishi usakila something niwaishita encourage ukanyamuka waenda ushtashe collect sif na capital maybe nisake or maybe 500 on sakira 100 kwa acha kutini yambe business uenda shem road washita collect my bottles there by the end of the day you have something.
I think my message for my colleagues, my people, is that let us continue breaking that glass ceiling. I think it's very evident the company that we work in is so diverse, and there are so many opportunities and we create opportunities for people. So I think the takeaway here is it doesn't matter if you're a female and you're a career woman, but it's about you as an individual. It's about the fact that if you've got that commitment, that drive to take those opportunities that are presented, and we need to expand and ensure that we have more women, we have more leaders, and we have more of our female colleagues going into the technical areas or those areas which are seen as traditionally not for women. So I salute all of my colleagues at Zambian Breweries, and also with our our umbrella company AB InBev, to all the amazing women there and our leaders, and I wish them a happy Women's Day.
Some actions that should be taken to further empower the women are like raise your voice, support each other. Human rights are women's rights. So, know your rights, educate your next generation, establish a high-level corporate leadership team dedicated to gender equality. At work, treat everyone fairly, respecting and encouraging non-discrimination and human rights. If you enjoyed watching this documentary, you can send us your feedback at documentaries@diamondtvzambia.com. Thank you so much for the pleasure of your company. Once again, happy Women's Day. Stay blessed.